No, it is not. The question was, is combatives a substitute for Fit to Fight? Absolutely, positively not. Fit to Fight is a separate whole program that was developed by my friend Ryan Hoover up in North Carolina, and it is a wonderful system, but it is primarily based as a sport fighting system. It has a lot of good benefits in everything, whether it be Krav Maga or sport fighting, but it has a little bit more of a sport fighting flavor to it. So we bring it out, and then we take it away because we don't want to get the mindset. And in my facility, this is me talking, okay, not for Mr. Hoover and his other Fit to Fight people, because the program is excellent. We don't want to get everybody in the mindset that we're a sport fighting system, because we are not. And there's definitely a difference in the techniques of those two things. So we bring it out to improve your skill set, really improve your footwork, your hand speed, and improve your fight IQ. We'll leave it out there for a few months, and we take it away, and then we'll bring it back out to bring back out the Krav, which is to, if you're going to hit something, hit it with the intent of breaking shit. Okay. Otherwise, keep your hands in your pockets. That's a Krav Maga mentality. If I'm going to hit you, I'm going to hit you for two reasons. One, I'm going to break something. I'm going to knock you out. And no, we will never, ever, never, ever, never, ever have daycare at Crossroads. It simply won't work here. Simply can't make it work. Blanco, it's on a small scale, and we have the ability to control it because of where it's located from the front desk. But our centers are just too big to accommodate a large child care here at Crossroads. Crossroads, you have to remember, Crossroads is 12 years in business. We would have to have a huge space to accommodate the amount of children that would come here to Crossroads, and we're just simply not in a position to do that in our facilities. And I'll be honest with you, the majority of our membership don't want it. They prefer to be in a building where there is no children in the way of child care facilities going on as distractions or being called out of class. I know it's an inconvenience for a lot of you single moms and dads out there, but it's just not who we are and how we built our program, and it's still working for us. Any other questions you guys may have on any of our programs or what we do and why we don't do it? Because I'd love to address those things and put all of them to rest while we're taking advantage of this new media thing we're doing here. I can talk to more people, answer more questions without having to do so much emails and texting. Anything else you guys got? Pop anything else up. That'd be fine. We'll be happy to answer any other questions you guys have. Once again, I was reminding all of you to get to Review. It's in Boston. The last weekend of this month and the first weekend of October, and there'll be a lot of great technicians there in different disciplines. There's a lot of business training going on, and once again, we're introducing a new class that I was telling you about. We're doing it here in our facilities. We've started with it, and we've been playing with it and refining it. So we have now got the new format. The new format will be introduced at Blanco next week, which will be the new HIT program. So it's Rev It Up HIT program. What do I look for instructors? I prefer people with no previous training at all. I prefer people who are very athletic, have good athletic skills, people who have a real big heart to help other people. Because that's what we do for a living. We save lives. We take people who are broken, primarily, and put them back together again in the way of working with survivors, people who have a true desire to save their lives and want to share that with other people so that they're not running around their city or this country being afraid. So I look for that first. They have to have been a student with me first, so I have time to watch them, months and years to watch them as people. And if I see that they have a big heart and they really care about people and they have good athletic skills, then we will invite them to start training with us on our instructor training days, which we train 4 hours, at least 4 hours, one Saturday a month as a group. And if we like what we see there, then we'll start prepping them and getting them ready to go off and be tested to become an instructor. So that's primarily what we're looking for. It's a huge commitment to be a Krav Maga instructor. The amount of hours that you have to put in to get proficient. And remember, in our system, you have to pass technique test, a teaching test, and your fitness level. So you got 3 things you got to get through. And each one of those phases, the first 3 phases that you go through to test, are a full week. So you're giving up a whole week of your vacation time. I pick up, in my particular business, I pick up the cost for my instructors to go wherever they need to go. But a lot of schools aren't in the position I'm in to be able to do that, so there is a huge expense there. But I have tried to work with people from other disciplines in the past, and it simply hasn't worked out. They have too many habits with whatever their skill set was that don't blend with us, and to tear them down and rebuild them simply doesn't work. So they revert back to what they know best when they're teaching, and then it comes test time, and then all of a sudden, we have a group of purebred Krav Maga instructors testing, and all of a sudden we see some weird shit come out, and it's like, where did that come from? And it's from that particular instructor who implemented some of their stuff from their previous training into to our training, and it just spins things off. So you lose all your credibility. And I tried this when I first started business, hiring these kind of people, and found that it just absolutely positively does not work. And so I simply don't do it personally. We have nobody with that big of a background. We have a lot of people who are great athletes in their fields, military, law enforcement folks, and then we just started them from scratch and turned them to very good, very proficient Krav Maga instructors. But once again, that's my personal preference from what I've seen since I've been with Krav Maga going on 18 years. This December, actually, it'll be 18 years. Any other question you guys would like to ask? But we're always looking for good instructors. If you guys are interested, get a hold of Tiffany, because we're always looking for folks who have a true desire to work with people and give them the skill set to protect themselves and their family, and the heart that goes with it, because that's a big part of it. You can't just be an arrogant dick and be a great instructor. You got to believe in what you're doing and be passionate about it. Anybody else have anything else you'd like to ask? Anybody else? Come on, you got to be sitting there. What are you doing? Is it dinner time? You guys eating dinner or drinking beer? One of the two, because you couldn't possibly be training and watching me at the same time. Anything else you guys like to talk about that we haven't addressed at this point? You got anything else?
I think that's it for this one.
All right, guys, we're going to wait. All right, you're welcome. You guys, this seems to be working out, so we appreciate you guys logging on and listening to what we've got to say. Please pass the word out there that we are doing these. And like I said, I'm not a techie guy, but this seems to be a way where I can actually get to everybody that has questions that you really like to have answered, and answer them straight from the horse's mouth, because everything goes through me in this company. I promise you that. Every comment card comes through my hands. Every email comes through my hands, and we try to get to people as much as we can. A lot of people have comment cards and emails, well, actually primarily comment cards, and they leave no way for us to get back in touch with you. So it sort of ties my hands of telling you why we do something or why we don't, or you have a particular comment about an instructor and we really don't understand what you're saying. It's hard to figure out what it is you want, or what it is you didn't like or did like, and we would like to reach out to you and talk to you and find out what it is we can do to make it better, or let that instructor know that they did a good job, and this may be the avenue to make that happen. And if there's any instructors you guys would ever like to see on this that you'd like to talk to and visit with, we're all about doing that as well. So we have one that's coming up next. The next one we're going to do is going to be... Oh, I can't. I'm sorry. I can't tell you. I guess it's a big surprise. All right, so nix on that. But once again, we've got some big announcements we're getting ready to make here very soon, especially a great big one going into the new year. We're not going to release it yet, but we will start giving you a few hints as things goes on. But it's going to be a really big announcement, and Tiffany's got some special goodies coming up as well over the next week or two.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Okay.
If they have any special requests on any special
specific
topic.
You're sitting right there. They'd rather look at you than look at me anyway. Okay.
Hey guys, if you have any special requests on a specific any topic, anything you want to hear about, just send me an email, Tiffany at 911kravmaga.com, and we can either get Mr. Pete or whoever else. Just let me know what you want to hear about. If you have questions, a specific topic, whatever the case may be, just let me know.
All right, you guys have a great evening, and we appreciate you logging on. And once again, spread the word to especially our membership base that we're doing this now. And if they've got a chip on their shoulder that they can't seem to get an answer for somebody for some reason, which I hope that's not the case, because we try to be very proficient about answering questions via email and through our website and our member service. But if not, then get on here and let's hash it out over this live network, and we can duke it out and see who wins or who loses. But my job is one. I am very much about servicing my members. That's what I live for, is to make sure you have the absolute best experience you possibly can in two of the most unique facilities in the country. And there is no doubt about that. I am in my business every day. I teach most of the days, so I'm not a hard guy to get a hold of. So I would love to hear from you and continue to make this company better and make it more enjoyable for you guys to train here and get your fitness goals accomplished, and then get your Krav Maga skills more proficient. But anyway, we're going to sign off, and I'll see you guys on the mat. Take care.